I want to dive deeper into a topic that I refer to as a foundational issue when it comes to rabbits. So this video will be the first in a series about rabbit trust. Today we're going to talk about why rabbit trust matters more than affection. No myths, no cute trends, and no speculation. We'll focus on real understanding about your rabbit's biology and base nature. So let's talk about it. Rabbits are often described as sweet, gentle companions, and they can be. But to truly understand them, we have to understand what a rabbit is. While investigating this foundational topic, it's helpful to think about it this way. Before rabbits were our pets, they were prey animals living in the wild. In the wild, rabbits spend their days avoiding predators, birds of prey, foxes, coyotes, and their senses and behaviors evolved to help them survive. Their eyes are set wide on the sides of their head so they can see in almost every direction. Their ears pick up subtle sounds, and their first responses to danger are freeze, hide, or escape. Being aware of danger isn't something rabbits grow out of when they come inside. Domestic rabbits, the ones many of us love and care for, still carry that prey instinct in their behavior. Even though they don't face foxes or coyotes in your home environment, they still respond to movement, noise, new objects, sudden approaches, and unfamiliar people the way their wild ancestors did. This is the key idea I want to anchor for you today. Rabbits don't behave toward humans the same way dogs or cats might, not because they don't bond, but because their natural survival instincts shape how they interact. So when we talk about rabbits liking us, it might not apply in these relationships the way we think it should. At least not initially, and typically not with a rabbit that had harsh beginnings. In human terms, liking often means affection, emotional attachment, and social interplay. With rabbits, what matters first is whether they feel safe, whether they trust that you won't harm them, chase them, or make them feel vulnerable. Think of trust as a lens. If you see your rabbit through that lens, every behavior begins to make sense. Trust affects how they move around you, whether they choose to approach, how relaxed they look when you're nearby. It's why we see rabbits freeze at sudden motion, or why they thump. A rabbit thumping is sending out a warning. They thump when something displeases them or startles them. These aren't signs of dislike. Those are survival responses from a prey species. Now let's look at the difference between affection and trust. Affection is something humans easily recognize. Hugging, petting, snuggling. But for prey animals, affection on our terms can feel threatening, especially if it comes too soon. A rabbit will appear to tolerate petting long before it feels truly safe with you. Trust, on the other hand, shows up in subtle ways. A rabbit stays relaxed in your presence. It might eat or rest near you. It chooses to investigate rather than hide. Those are all good indicators of building trust. Instead of the rabbit's instinct telling him that you might be dangerous, it's telling him that you're a safe person and that he is in a safe environment. In wild rabbit studies, rabbits displayed stress and avoidance behavior. In fact, those are the two most persistent parts of their behavior. The reason is these instincts have real survival value. Even when rabbits are domesticated or pets, these behaviors don't disappear. They're simply expressed in a safer environment. So if you're watching rabbit videos or reading posts that say things like, your rabbit doesn't like you because they didn't lick you or purr next to you or run right up to you every time you enter the room, or he doesn't like you because he's ignoring you all the time. Those ideas don't line up with what documented science says about rabbit biology and behavior. Trust isn't about a rabbit performing actions that look like human affection. Human affection is about humans. It's not about rabbits. A rabbit's behavior is about safety and predictability. That's what will determine whether a rabbit wants to be near you. Over the next videos in this trust series, we'll talk about what trust looks like in rabbit behavior, how to recognize early signs of trust, common mistakes that can slow down trust building, and how to create environments and routines that help your rabbit feel more secure. Once trust is present, the calm, content interactions that look like affection in a rabbit begin to happen, not because the rabbit likes us based on our human terms, but because the rabbit feels safe with us on its own terms.